Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today it's all about the Eastern texture, kind of the bundle, but more towards the dies. Many times we buy dies and we don't know what this one's for and so on. So really I won't create a card. It's my tip video for this bundle. This I did this one last month, last week. I don't know when this video gonna go live. Um, on Create on the Fly. That's all using this product. I did this one here also. See, you can put that beautiful braid there. Also, back up the bus here, I want to say this is a stamp set that is available in Spanish. It is on page 7071 of the annual catalog 2023-24. It's a test they're doing. So, and they say it's not translate words for word in Spanish. It's more like Spanish speaking that did different greeting and so on. So if you get friend in Spanish or you speak Spanish, we do offer it in Spanish, okay? Now, this year I did a video. It's going to come up maybe before this one or after shortly. I call it the 4-stage. So you see here is just the stamp with a layer of cardstock. And now we're going to crank it up a notch with adding the die cut. And then here the die cut with the layers. So let me share what all those bits and pieces are. Let me bring the machine. And I absolutely love this die. The number one reason it's because I don't have to worry about a white side to it. With that being said, how many times, and I think that that's one of the reasons a lot of time I don't care for dies, because after I die cut it, I'm going to go ahead and trim it by hand. I don't like to have a big outline on the side of my dies, meaning that, white edge or, let me think there, a color, depending the color you're using. This year, if you see, I still see some of the stamp image. It is built like that, my friend. It's not an error. So if you get that, don't think that you are getting something that it's not the right side and so on. What I'm going to do, because I'm going to cut it all pretty much all at once here, I'm going to reach for some Post-it note, and I got a little Post-it note here that I like to use because we're going to cut it all at once to show you. So I'm going to put that right. Oops, that won't work. This one don't stick. It was the back of it. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the two vase or the basket, whatever you want to call it. This was stamped with, let me think, it was stamped with copper. Now we're going to roll this on. And again, this is my number one reason why I love this stamp, because when I cut with it, I don't have no outline. See, boom. How cool is that? Now, here's this one. Don't have no outline on this side, white or the color, whatever, if it would be a color thing. Now, that's for stamp image. Now, we got 3 more with stamp image. All the other one are not stamp image. So this one, it's right here. That's, I call this the twig. And I just pay attention that it's right. You see the stem, it's in the stem. So now I'm going to put that there. Now, we got, I don't know what I'm going to call this. It's more like a berry, almost like little berry at the end. Again, I pay attention to my stem. I moved that. I know I moved that. 1 second there. So that it's with the stamp image, okay? And the basket that I cut, the basket can be cut to without the stamp image. I get some on the card. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And this is the wheat. So the wheat, if you see, you get two little holes in the center here. Make sure that it's not on the wheat part, that it's in the clear, meaning the color of the paper that you're doing, because that's going to come out. It's a little bit of a guideline there. Many people think those little holes a lot of time is just to push out the paper from the dies. It's that work also, but most time it's to guide you. Now we're going to roll this. Okay, so that was part of the stamp image. What we just done, that's the die that go with the stamp image, okay? Let me push this here. I'm just going to remove that later here. So you see, boom, voila, and voila. I move it a bit, I think, but you get the jig of it, okay? So that's done. Now, don't know, can you see this? So this one here, it's more like an imprint. So this one, oh, I get a stitch frame. I just grab a piece of paper. So you see this, that it's more like an accent, whatever that you can put. So you're going to put that there. So this don't cut. It's more like emboss. So now I want to share once, and then if you get a bit bigger piece, what would happen? See, it's just, or you could use the back side, no. So it's just indent. Now, this you can come back, and I'm going to reverse it there so it's not all equally. You can come back and it will not change the other one, because you know, if you go back with an embossing image, well, it's going to flat it up, right? Well, in this case here, see, you see it both the same. You can see. So you can go on a bigger piece of paper. So that's another little tip. Okay, now let's move on to, I need some paper though. Let me grab a piece of paper. I'm going to use a color so I can make a card maybe down the road. Okay, I use Granny Apple Green. That's what I reach. So this don't have an image. I mean, a stamp. This don't have a stamp. And this don't have a stamp. So those three image here don't have no stamp. Oh, sorry. This one also, the big leaf don't have no stamp. And I want to share a vase too. You get the image, but you can do without. And oh my goodness, I'm forgetting more stuff here. Let me move this. Okay, all this on the don't have no stamps. All this. The one that added stamps, it was those leaf with the two pots or basket, whatever you call it. Still going to do one of the, so you can see, you don't need to stamp, right? So let me roll on. Okay, now we're done with this. Let me remove this. And let me give you tips with this here. Okay. My plate, it's so whole that it's just grab everything here. Here we go. So the leaves are very friendly, meaning see it pop right out. That's like a palm leaf. That also, this one here, we're going to spend a little bit more time on it. This is more just like twigs, okay? Okay, we got everything here. So this one here, you can do just like, leave it like that and use it this way. You can bend your leaves, or now you can, it's just one little snippet. You can snip all this, or you can just rip it. It's just when you've just fold it, it leave like a rough edge. I don't mind it. It's just give character to a leaf. But if you take your snip, just snip that. Now take each leaf and squeeze it. Just squeeze. And that you're going to see in the catalog. It's on page 71. Let me bring it. You're going to see how pretty that is on a, I think they did like a box. See how 3D it is? Okay, let me show you in the catalog. On page 71, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain just hitting in the window. See here, they got it here. I thought they had it on the box right here. I think this sweet for me, it's talking to me. I know it's because of the colors. I absolutely love these colors. I'm a earth tone color that I like and that really strike me. Now here is the basket. So the basket you can do like with stamping or the vase, whatever you call it. So see, this is the same. Or another thing that you can do here is with the specialty paper, I emboss it. That is the well-worn 3D embossing folder. How cool is that? Let's say that, okay, this is too long. You can snip that off and then you still have a different length of vase. So this tall one, you can cut it anywhere you want. The bottom, I was debating when I did this create on the fly. I was like, what's the bottom? Is that the top? Is that the flat part, the bottom? I think the round part, it is the bottom. Okay. So then just cut it, boom. Now you can take this and put it over here. See, that look like those big vase, right? Or you can take this and put it on this vase here or basket that this was cut with more dazzle. And then I put this at the top, just like I would put this at the top. So you can use this on both of them. If you leave the full length of it, it don't look good because it passed too much, I think. That's my personal choice, okay? So you can slide it all the way to where that, okay, now it's good. Then you would cut it and glue it on top. So that's my personal choice. Now this here, it's more like a southern like decor, right? That's what it remind me of. So I glue it at the top. And then after I glue it at the top, I remove those little things. I just went in the back and snip and snip. So that's how I get this over here. Now, you could, this one here, you can do it on this tall one also. You just the same, glue it, turn around and cut it. Now, to mount everything on a card, what I like to do, let's say I decide, okay, I wanted this here, I would put that there, then put my flower about where I want it. Maybe I want it lower. Turn it upside down, put a little glue dot, and then I put my dimensional. I like to put that with dimensional, okay? So that's all how I mount these. And the same with this here. So the back here, I wanted to have like more a depth perception. So no, you don't see everything in the back. It's more like you get two vase in front of this one, like on the floor or so on. So that, because somebody said, we don't see what you stamp in the back anymore. I meant to do that so it looked like you get the depth perception, that it's more in the back. So it's no right and wrong which leaf, or you can even put flowers, mix another stamp set with that with flowers. Absolutely. So you can change the size of these tall ones. I'm going to do a card with this here. maybe those two, and I won't use those green leaf because I don't think it go with this something, and I will post it on this post. So right below you get the direct link. I will have the sample and one more using this. And this is a video coming up shortly, or maybe it's already posted. If it is, it's going to be at the end of this video. If not, just watch it. Will coming up soon. This I call that the fourth stage. I mean, from simple to more crank it up a notch. So that is it. I hope this gonna help you understand what are those bits and pieces in the dies. And remember, this one here is just embossed. So maybe I can do it even on this here. We'll see what I do. That is it, my friend. I hope this help you with the die. I know many people really appreciate when I go a big whatever tips on all the product in a bundle, because a lot of time we don't know what a stamp is. So that is it, my friend. Again, all supplies listed below can be on my blog. You're going to have the sample. You can go take a peek and you can shop 24/7. All of you that shop with me in the United States, I appreciate you more than you know. You're the one that keep me going. Thank you so much to keeping my business going. Till next time, happy stamping.